Anyone who counsels those who grieve know of the 5 stages people go through in the process. They are denial, anger, bargaining, and finally acceptance. Lori Hall has had more grief in her young life than most of us deal with in an entire lifetime. She could add new meaning to the word acceptance.
Prior to my son Asher being born, I had 3 stillborn children and desired to one day have a child. And at about 25 weeks, he was born at 1 pound, and they didn't think he was going to live or I was going to live. And through a lot of prayer and faith and trust in God, we both made it and are healthy.
In February of 2007, Lori, her husband Jeff, their 2-year-old son Asher, and Jeff's teenage son Jeremiah moved into a new home in Minnesota City.
We had just moved into this home and was built through Habitat for Humanity, and we had been wanting a home for a long time.
And life was good, but the joy of living in their first new home as a family would be short-lived.
And about 5 weeks later, my husband was in a car accident and was killed. And I just really have put my faith in God ever since.
And as if that wasn't life-altering enough, 4 short months after the death of her husband, a new storm was blowing in and would again put Lori's faith to the test.
Sunday morning, we were woken up by my neighbor, and she said there's a flood coming. So, you know, you kind of hear warnings like that your whole life. So I went and looked out the front door, and there was just a little bit of water coming up. So I thought, okay. So I got dressed, and within 2 minutes, there was water flooding in the house from every direction. It was just like a raging river, and we couldn't stand. It was up to our, you know, right below my neck, and we had to do something. So the neighbor pulled us, all of us, up onto the roof.
By daybreak, Lori would be faced with another new and life-altering reality. Every earthly possession she owned was now gone. And while this would shake even the strongest Christian's faith, Lori's was strengthened beyond comprehension.
Within an hour, the Lord put another excitement on my heart, and I just felt excited. And Lord, okay, now what do you have for me? And I just trust in Him and just wait to see what He has in store for me. And
3 children, her husband, and now her home, all taken from her in the blink of an eye. Sounds pretty similar to a book from the Old Testament.
Just like what happened to Job, everything was taken from him, and he never cursed God. He trusted in God, and the latter part of his life was greater than the first part.